Switzerland, officially the Swiss Confederation, is a landlocked country located in West-Central Europe. It is bordered by Italy to the south, France to the west, Germany to the north, and Austria and Liechtenstein to the east. Switzerland is geographically divided among the Swiss Plateau, the Alps and the Jura. The Alps occupy the greater part of the territory, whereas most of the country's 9 million people are concentrated on the plateau, which hosts its largest cities and economic centers, including Zurich, Geneva, and Basel. Switzerland is a federal republic composed of 26 cantons, with federal authorities based in Bern. It has 4 main linguistic and cultural regions: German, French, Italian and Romansh. Although most Swiss are German-speaking, national identity is fairly cohesive, being rooted in a common historical background, shared values such as federalism and direct democracy, and Alpine symbolism. Swiss identity transcends language, ethnicity, and religion, leading to Switzerland being described as a Willensnation rather than a nation-state. Switzerland originates from the old Swiss Confederacy established in the late Middle Ages as a defensive and commercial alliance. The Federal Charter of 1291 is considered the country's founding document. The Confederation steadily expanded and consolidated despite external threats and internal political and religious strife. Swiss independence from the Holy Roman Empire was formally recognized in the Peace of Westphalia in 1648. The Confederation was among the first and few republics of the early modern period, and the only one besides San Marino to survive the Napoleonic Wars. Switzerland remained a network of self-governing states until 1798, when revolutionary France invaded and imposed the centralist Helvetic Republic. Napoleon abolished the republic in 1803 and reinstated a confederation. Following the Napoleonic Wars, Switzerland restored its pre-revolutionary system, but by 1830 faced growing division and conflict between liberal and conservative movements. This culminated in a new constitution in 1848 that established the current federal system and enshrined principles such as individual rights, separation of powers, and parliamentary bicameralism. Switzerland has maintained a policy of armed neutrality since the 16th century and has not fought an international war since 1815. It joined the United Nations only in 2002 but pursues an active foreign policy that includes frequent involvement in peace building and global governance. Switzerland is the birthplace of the Red Cross and hosts the headquarters or offices of most major international institutions, including the WTO, the WHO, the ILO, FIFA, the WEF, and the UN. It is a founding member of the European Free Trade Association but not part of the European Union, the European Economic Area, or the Eurozone. However, it participates in the European Single Market and the Schengen area. Switzerland is among the world's most developed countries, with the highest nominal wealth per adult and the 8th highest gross domestic product per capita. It performs highly on several international metrics, including economic competitiveness, democratic governance, and press freedom. Zurich, Geneva and Basel rank among the highest in quality of life, albeit with some of the highest costs of living. Switzerland holds an international reputation for its established banking sector and for its specialized industries in watchmaking and chocolate production. The state of Switzerland took its present form with the adoption of the Swiss Federal Constitution in 1848. Switzerland's precursors established a defensive alliance in 1291, forming a loose confederation that persisted for centuries. The oldest traces of hominid existence in Switzerland date to about 150,000 years ago. The oldest known farming settlements in Switzerland, which were found at Gotchlingen, date to around 5300 BC. Extending across the north and south side of the Alps in west-central Europe, Switzerland encompasses diverse landscapes and climates across its 41,285 square kilometers. 48 mountains are 4,000 meters 13,000 feet or higher in height. At 15,203 feet, Monte Rosa is the highest, although the Matterhorn 14,692 feet is the best known. Both are located within the Pennine Alps in the canton of Valais, on the border with Italy. The section of the Bernese Alps above the deep glacial Lauterbrunnen Valley, containing 72 waterfalls, is well known for the Jungfrau 13,642 feet Eiger and Monk peaks, and its many picturesque valleys. In the southeast the long Engadine Valley, encompassing St. Moritz, is also well known. The highest peak in the neighboring Bernina Alps is Piz Bernina 13,284 feet. Switzerland has a stable, prosperous and high-tech economy. It is the world's wealthiest country per capita in multiple rankings. The country ranks as one of the least corrupt countries in the world, while its banking sector is rated as one of the most corrupt in the world. It has the world's 20th largest economy by nominal GDP and the 38th largest by purchasing power parity. As of 2021, it is the 13th largest exporter, and the 5th largest per capita. Zurich and Geneva are regarded as global cities, ranked as alpha and beta respectively. Basel is the capital of Switzerland's pharmaceutical industry, hosting Novartis, Roche, and many other players. It is one of the world's most important centers for the life sciences industry. The population is about 9 million. Population growth is projected to continue to 2035, due mostly to immigration. Like most of Europe, Switzerland faces an aging population, with a fertility rate close to replacement level. Switzerland has one of the world's oldest populations, with an average age of 44.5 years. According to the World Factbook, ethnic groups in Switzerland are as follows: Swiss 69.2%, German 4.2%, Italian 3.2%, Portuguese 2.5%, French 2.1%, Kosovan 1.1%, Turkish 1%, other 16.7%. The Council of Europe figures suggest a population of around 30,000 Romani people in the country.